What up, KBFers? I am here to do a little bit of an update. We're not going to have a long one tonight, but I didn't finish editing the behind-the-scenes tour of the Bending Branches factory and how the kayak paddles are made. So I'm cheating and doing a live video tonight, but I've got a lot of stuff to put out. Hopefully I can answer a bunch of your questions, and we will make this thing beneficial for everybody. What's up, Joshua Evans? Welcome to the live feed on KayakBassFishing TV. So we're going to talk about a few things tonight. First and foremost, we're going to talk about the KBF Open Series for next year. Pretty excited about how that's shaping up. A lot of money on the line, and it's a lot of opportunities to qualify for the KayakBassFishing National Championship for 2019, and we're getting pretty close to nailing down a venue for that location. What's up, all you guys that are checking in? I appreciate you guys stepping up and taking time out of your busy schedule to come in here and listen to me rant about kayak fishing. So post your questions up if you got them. What's up, Texas Yak Bassin? Appreciate you guys coming in. What is up, AliX Fishing TV? Matthew and Jeremy Miller, how you guys doing? So anyway, I'm just going to jump right into it. Basically, the Kayak Bass Fishing Trail Series is going pretty well. I am heading back to Wisconsin this weekend. So far, we've had a slow pickup on the Wisconsin Trail. A lot of people twist my arm and say, Chad, please bring a trail up north, man. Why are they all in the south? And now I got one in Wisconsin. It's about as far north as we've gone. And we got 5 or 6, 3 to 5 people signed up. So here's what I'm going to do. If you guys are interested in fishing kayak bass fishing tournaments, if you're interested in qualifying for the national championship, and if you want to win some money fishing, I appreciate there, Elias. Here's what I'm doing. I am turning that tournament into a guaranteed $1,000 payout. I don't care if 5 people show up. So that tournament is now a guaranteed $1,000 payout, no matter what, for first place. Now, if we get to 30, I'm bumping the payout to a guaranteed $2,000. That's double the normal trail guarantee. And so if we get to 30, first place will be $2,000, but I'm guaranteeing $1,000 for first place in the Kayak Bass Fishing Trail in Wisconsin, no matter how many people show up. I'm driving my fat butt up there. So we're going to be in Crosse, Wisconsin this weekend, and you guys need to come see me. For everybody that makes it to the tournament, I'm going to hang out on Sunday. She's not real happy about that, but I'm going to hang out on Sunday, and we're going to go paddling together. We're going to go fishing. We're going to hang out and fish together. So
I'm glad somebody else gets to fish with him.
Come to La Crosse this weekend. We're going to have a good time, but more importantly, you have an opportunity to pre-fish for the Kayak Bass Fishing Open that's coming back to La Crosse, Wisconsin, and that's going to be July 22nd, 20th and 21st, 2018. And that's going to be a guaranteed $10,000 payout. So things are getting pretty good. But I will hopefully see a lot of you guys in La Crosse this weekend. And yeah, so we're taking off Thursday morning. Joe's going to make the drive with me. So if you've never met KBF Joe Hoppinridge, you guys can meet him up there as well. And I don't know who else might show up. We're definitely going to have a few friends stopping in. So the KBF Challenge Series Championship is shaping up to be a pretty dang good deal down there on Toledo Bend in November. So if you guys haven't fished the Challenge Series, you need to do it. You only got to be in the top 100 to come fish for $10,000 guaranteed on Toledo Bend in November. Plus, you can fish the Open, and it's going to be a good time. Francis said, "Are you available this week at all?" Yeah, I'll be in the truck driving. Message me on Instagram, and we can hook up for a call. E-Hawk said, "I love your shows. Thanks for all you do." Appreciate it, man. I appreciate y'all's support. Couldn't do it if it wasn't for all the support out there. So here's the deal. Before we go any further, I want to give a big shout out, and I want you guys to keep one of our brothers in your prayers, and that's Lake Fork guy. Justin did a video on his channel yesterday announcing that he is dealing with a brain tumor. Nobody really knows what the story is yet. So add him to your prayer list. If you're not a prayer, add him to your thoughts. Keep him in your mind. Send some positivity out there his way. But if you do pray, add him to the list. Put him at the top. He's a good dude. He works hard. And, you know, he's a strong guy. He's a friend of mine. So yeah. So definitely on my mind and in my heart. It was kind of tough to watch the video, but I watched it. Recommend you guys go do the same thing once this video is no longer live and it's posted on the channel. I will link that up in the description box so you guys can go check that out. Make sure you head over to his channel and make sure you subscribe to Lake Fork Guy while you're over there. And so for those of you guys that are just tuning in, Lake Fork Guy was diagnosed with a brain tumor. So yeah, you know, it is what it is. It sucks. And, you know, we're all praying for him. Hope you do the same. But I'm headed back to Wisconsin this weekend. I had a chance to hook up with him and Gene on my way up there, and I was super slammed and didn't get a chance to do it. And now I'm kicking myself. I really wish I would have taken that time to go hang out with those guys. You know, you just never know, man. So if you got a brother, you know, a brother in this brotherhood that you can spend time with when you can, go do it. But y'all add him to his prayer list. I don't want to be down about it. He's not down about it. He's got a positive outlook and his positive spirits and is doing a great job with, you know, sharing it with his fans and his followers and trying to use it as something that is inspirational. And, you know, we Kayak Freak, I'll definitely hit you up on that sturgeon fishing when I come out there. So we will do another live feed prior to heading out to Idaho. So you guys keep me in your thoughts. If you are actually, why don't y'all Google Nashville to Idaho, and if there's somewhere in between that can break that trip up for me that I can stop and go fishing, I'm all for it. I would like to stop in Nebraska and catch a muskie if I can. I'd like to catch something along the way that I haven't caught, right? I've caught muskie, but I haven't caught one in Nebraska. So if you guys have an idea, message me on Instagram, or when you see my post on Instagram that says headed to Idaho, I'm going to do it about a week in advance. Jump on there on my Instagram page. That's at KayakBassFishing. And throw me some suggestions. Let me know, you know, what it is that we could do, and I'll pick a couple people to stop along the way and fish with. And so, anyway, keep that in mind. That's something that is in the very near future. This weekend, though, La Crosse, Wisconsin. Somebody just asked a question about what's the best kayak for a big dude. Listen, anything that's kind of a, you know, if you can look at it and tell that it's stable, it's a big dude kayak. Feel Free Lures. Wilderness Systems Rides, Wilderness Systems Attack, Bending Branches, I'm not Bending Branches is the paddle. Big Rig from Jackson, you know, the new Bonafide kayak, the Wilderness Systems Attack series, and believe it or not, the Radar is super stable for a big dude standing in a kayak. You know, there's something else that I want to talk about, and that's the best. Ironically enough, Tyler just posted the question, what's the best kayak under $600? And I actually went out this morning, did a little shopping, was looking for a couple of boats, couldn't find the two that I needed, and so I called Hook One. I actually drove over to Academy, and I'm looking for a Pescador. A Perception Pescador is probably the best, you know, value boat on the market. The Pescador Pro would be kind of next in that line. I've reached out to the folks at Pelican. I'm trying to get my hands on a Catch 120 and a Catch 100 so I can evaluate that to let you guys know if that's something that I consider a good value in that same price point. But for a rotomolded kayak that seems to be a little more durable, and at least up front, and again, I'm not saying that for sure, but I only can talk about what I've done, and the Pescador Pro is a pretty awesome little boat. But the Pescador, the basic Pescador, which is realistically, it is a 6-year-old Wilderness Systems Tarpon 100 or Tarpon 120. I'm picking up a couple of those for the kids. Christy's boys are right at that age where it's that time. They're 11 and 12. And so basically just turned 11 and going on 13 kind of a deal. And, you know, one is short and stocky and one is tall and super thin. And so they're both going to do pretty well. I'm also going to get my fat butt in that pescador and show you that even a big dude, you know, can fish in a small boat. Big dude in a little boat, like that. And it's a good value. Now, the Emotion Stealth Pro is another, you know, kind of overlooked boat. If you go to Cabela's, they're out front. And so I'm going to pick up one of those myself, and I'm going to give it a shot. And so stay tuned for an upcoming video on, you know, the best fishing kayak under $600, the best fishing kayak under $1,000, and then I'm going to work my way up, and then I'm going to go try some of the better big boy boats and all the different major brands and kind of bring that to you guys. But let's get back to Wisconsin real quick. I'm going to Wisconsin this weekend, and if you follow me on Instagram at all, or if you've watched the last couple of videos, you'll see that I fell, you know, I haven't fallen for something so hard since she came into my life that I fell for Wisconsin. Listen, that state is so freaking beautiful. That backwater of the Mississippi, look, I was born on the banks of the Mississippi. Like, it sounds like a country song, but I was literally born in Natchez, Mississippi, right on the banks of the Mississippi River. I grew up fishing the Mississippi River, and it's just kind of one of those things that are, that river's always been something kind of special to me. And we got the opportunity to go up there and fish, and I was blown away about how kayak friendly, how much backwater, how many places you could get into that kayaks could get into that boats couldn't, how quickly the backwater's cleaned up even after having biblical rain. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, it was raining so hard in La Crosse, Wisconsin, I saw animals lining up in groups of 2 and they were headed somewhere, right? I don't know if they were going to get on a big boat or if there's a flood coming, but it was 7 inches of rain in 2 days and 17 inches of rain in the week that I was there. And we still went out on the last day after grinding and finding fish and freaking smashed them. We had a great time. I put a little teaser video up and can't tell you that, well, I mean, I can tell you that you didn't get to see all the action because that's a TV show that we were shooting and we cannot show you everything. So I'm looking forward to you guys seeing that actual episode. I'm actually looking forward to getting her up there because, look, if there's one thing that got her hooked on kayak fishing, it's topwater. It's throwing her first frog. It's throwing the whopper plopper. And so she's caught fish on the whopper plopper. She's caught fish on a buzzbait. But have you caught a fish on a topwater frog? So she's got a couple.
I caught an alligator.
She's got a couple of premature ejaculation scenarios where she had the blow up.
I caught an alligator though.
And she jerked the frog out of their mouth, but she did catch an alligator. Now she wouldn't touch the alligator, but she did catch it.
That thing came up out of the water. I thought it was the biggest bass I ever caught.
She's in the Clay Guida. I ain't touching that thing. You know, wuss out for touching an alligator club. So Francis said, "Can you ask Chad Hoover what? What did that one just pop up? I missed it. It was fading.
I've got it.
What was it?
It's about good rivers and creeks in Tennessee for smallmouth.
Good rivers and creeks in Tennessee for smallmouth. Man, that's a tough one, and I'm gonna get beat up for this.
Hey, Tom.
I'm gonna get beat up for this immediately as soon as I say it. I don't really like saying the names of the rivers because they're hard to find. But I'll tell you this: if you get over into West Tennessee, you can find some good ones. But I'm going to name a few of the good ones. You know, the Red, the Buffalo, little small creeks that you wouldn't think of. Drake's Creek right here in Hendersonville. Manskers Creek right here in Hendersonville. The Emory Obed over on the other side. Kind of East Middle Tennessee, Middle East Tennessee, however they do that. The Caney Fork. You know, offshoots of the Caney Fork can be phenomenal. But the French Broad, the North Fork, and the South Fork of the Holston River are probably top two in the state for bigger water, easier to access. Some of these rivers that you've seen me fish on the episode, especially the ones with like T and moving waters, they're a chore. You know, you've got to have a crew to fish them because you got to be able to schlep your boats out. And a couple of them we've had to hoist the kayak up over the bridge and things like that. And so, but you know, those rivers, the French Broad, the Emery Bed, the Caney Fork, parts of the Calf Killer, but really, you know, to be honest with you, if you're looking to get into river fishing in the state of Tennessee, call the guys at T and Moving Waters. Call Nick, call JG, and let those guys put you on some fish. You know, I'm not going to break the code, if you will, of calling out the names of places that somebody else has shown me. But those ones that I just called out, you know, I fish those on my own, and they're great fisheries. I'm literally spending a lot more time going east to start to learn the French Broad and learning pigeon and little pigeon and some of those Hiwassee and some of those rivers out on the east side. But so anyway, you guys try to make it to Wisconsin if you can, because I'm going to tell you right now, that is probably, like, if you took a program and created the perfect kayak fishing sanctuary, estuary, backwaters, heaven, it'd be La Crosse, Wisconsin. So I'm looking forward to getting back up there. I've been talking to Jeremiah Shaver. He is the president of the Wisconsin Bass Nation, and he has been bitten with the kayak bass fishing bug after that video that you guys seen me shoot with him. What you didn't see is that he shot the first half of another episode a couple days before that, and he also smashed the bass then. Again, guys, let me talk to you about the opens real quick. We're going to have one on Lake Havasu in November. We're going to have one on Santee Cooper to kick off the open series. The one in Santee Cooper is going to be May 5th, 6th weekend. The one in Havasu is going to be the first week in November. And then we're going to have one on La Crosse, Wisconsin, the same place we're going this weekend, July 20th and 21st. And it's going to be freaking ridiculous. What up, Cam from Z-Bait Company? Glad to see you guys on here.
Right?
Good seeing you guys out at ICAST. So we are super stoked about the relationship with La Crosse, Wisconsin. We're going to be there for a long time. There's going to be a lot of tournaments coming that way. And the folks up there at Explore La Crosse are super excited about what we're doing. They're doing everything that they can to get us hooked up with the best possible, you know, future for that as a kayak fishing destination. So anyway, appreciate you guys tuning in for this quick live feed update. Got a couple videos coming this week. Got one of the tour of the Bend and Branches factory up in Osceola, Wisconsin. A little bit of a how a paddle's made. I got another fishing video coming from La Crosse, Wisconsin. I got to go back and finish up a Holmes Creek video down in Florida. I got to go back and finish a couple of videos where I fished with Fluke Master. And I've got to get a couple of, actually, miles between. We got a few miles between in the archives that I still got to get out.
It's been from a long time ago.
We've got like the miles between with Easton Corbin. We still have the Easton Corbin gator hunt coming. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I've been busy as a one-armed wallpaper hanger. And
tell them how long you've been home.
I've been home like a couple days, and then I'm about to go.
Total.
I'm about to go back out of town for another week, and then I'm going to turn right around and go out of town for Idaho, and then I come back home, and then I go back to Wisconsin for the paddle sports show in Madison, Wisconsin, and then I leave that, and I come back home, and then I go film in Bentonville, Arkansas, and then I come back home, and then I go from there, and then the year's over, and my butt ain't been home but a little bit. So far this year, I think I've been home. I actually said yesterday when we were having dinner with a buddy of ours that it had been like 16 days. I actually recounted it. It's been 23 days. In 2017, I've been home 23 days.
And
since we've been married in April, I think I've been home.
Not a lot.
Not a lot. Maybe like 11. So,
maybe.
I don't want to say the secret to a happy marriage is to be gone.
I can tell you that's not it.
But that's not it. But absence does make the heart grow fonder. You know what I mean, to a certain extent. She's not agreeing over here. So anyway, hey, I owe you guys an update.
Fishing makes the heart grow fonder.
I owe you guys an update. I completely. Here's the ball. Here's me dropping it. Here's the ball. Here's me dropping it. I did a giveaway on July 4th. So it's been a minute. And in that giveaway, I asked you guys to repost the KBF Nation graphic. And it was a Yeti Rambler and some other prizes. And NRS PFD, some other stuff. And I dropped the ball on that. So head over to my Instagram page. The next day or two, I promise you, like Scout's Honor, I'm going to pick the winners of that event. And then because I'm a dummy and because I dropped the ball on it, in my next video, in my next YouTube video here, there's going to be a 2-digit code somewhere in the video, okay? And what you need to do is you need to then go to my Instagram page and find the picture that coincides to what that 2-digit code was on. See what I'm doing? A little trickery here. And then comment on that post with that 2-digit code and pick me. That's all you gotta do. Ain't gotta tag no friends, ain't gotta get crazy. I'm rewarding you guys that follow, you know, that are real KBF Nation guys. So next video, 2-digit code. Then go to Instagram, find the picture that 2-digit code was attached to. And you're gonna win a Yeti flip. Actually, how about this?
Is that an email that I need to do?
How about a Yeti flip and a Yeti Rambler, like together? I'm gonna do a flip and a Rambler. I was gonna make something cute like flambler. It don't work. Anyway, so we're gonna do a Yeti flip and a Yeti with a Yeti Rambler inside of it, and you guys watch my next video. Watch for the code. It might be on a sticky note. It might be written on there. I might edit it in the editing software. But whatever it's on, go find that picture. Question or put the 2-digit code and pick me on that photo. And then within the first 20 people, I'll pick a winner. I'll pick a winner for the Is Trevor commenting in the yard?
He might be in the yard.
So this kid, Trevor, is mid-T in Kayak Bassing, and he's out in the front yard. And he's commenting on the channel. But he's out there. He's out there doing a video in the front yard. So
he's like rigging up this kayak, and it looks pretty cool.
Kayak Bass Freaks, sturgeon fishing with Chad Hoover. I like the sound of it, Kayak Freaks. Hit me up. We'll do it. So yeah, he just said yes. He is in the front yard commenting on my videos. So good for you, buddy. He's been helping me organize my fishing shack outside. He's an aspiring and up-and-coming YouTuber. You guys go check his channel out. Hey, Trevor, comment again and say, I'm Trevor. Mid-TN, Kayak Bassing, and y'all go subscribe to his channel. And he was, hold on. Sorry about that. I inadvertently tried to hang up the phone and answered the phone. So, yeah, he's Trevor. Mid-TN Kayak Bassing. You guys go subscribe to his channel. Sorry about that. Anyway, y'all give the video a big thumbs up. Comment below once the video is posted on the channel. And we will see you next time on Kayak Bassing TV. Pay attention to the videos. Look for the 2-digit code. Go to Instagram. Post the code and say pick me, and we're going to pick a winner. I'll see y'all next time. Be good.